said, "No layups in my house," and sent Angel Reese flying like it was a Southwest commercial. That flop had Academy Award winner written all over it. But the refs really looked at that and said, "Yep, that's definitely murder," and gave Caitlin a flagrant like she pulled a knife out mid-play. And Angel tried to run up on her and said, "You're crazy as fuck, what the fuck are you doing?" And Caitlin's all like, "This is just basketball. It's either a layup or free throws. Pick one."
It's just a good take foul, you know? If either Angel gets wide open 2 points or, we send him to the free throw line. Nothing malicious about it. It's just a good take foul. Every basketball player knows that.
And just like that, Caitlin Clark dropped a triple-double. Won by 35.
Angel Reese got benched on live TV, and no, this wasn't some routine rest the starter situation. This was the kind of benching that turns heads and makes you question the coach's decision. But instead of sulking, Angel went full savage. Her response left reporters speechless, fans in shock, and even the Gatorade bottles looked nervous. It wasn't just a clapback, it was a glitter-coated MIC drop packed with attitude. What she did next? You won't believe it. Buckle up.
Caitlin Clark and Indiana Fever is currently putting the beats on the Chicago Sky, and I'm telling you right now, Angel Reese is furious because she wants to make it her business to beat Caitlin Clark this year, and I'm telling you right now,
Angel Reese got benched on live TV, and no, this wasn't some routine rotation shift or smart coaching tactic. This was the basketball equivalent of take a seat and rethink everything. But make no mistake, this wasn't your typical sideline moment. It was a full-blown spectacle, playing out with the kind of dramatic flair that only happens when the basketball gods are front row, sipping tea, and watching ESPN like it's Real Housewives, Hoops Edition.
Why, sports reporters? Well, I told you guys there would be a follow-up video on the nuclear fallout. That's exactly what it's been. Over the take foul, as Caitlin Clark is calling it, and that's a great way to say it. It was a take foul. She was trying to prevent a wide-open layup, although one could argue that she might have missed it anyway, on Angel Reese, and then Angel Reese went absolutely, utterly berserk.
So, what triggered the sudden unraveling of Queen Ree's reign? Nothing huge, just a meltdown so theatrical it could have been ripped from a Marvel villain's deleted scene. The spark. Caitlin Clark, yes, that Caitlin Clark, the sniper who can launch threes from Iowa to the moon's orbit, picked up an ordinary foul. Not a tech. Not a flagrant. Just your everyday whistle, the kind that gets blown 20 times a game when the court starts looking like a war zone of flying elbows and burnt sneakers.
Got this little white girl in Caitlin Clark out here busting that flat out, bro. Triple dub. And I don't want to hear none of that stat padding stuff, bro. She had a triple double, and that's just the facts, man. That's just the facts. So I see a lot of people saying, "Oh, she fouled her hard, bro. It was a malicious play." Man, that wasn't no malicious play. This is a malicious play. Check it out. What y'all gonna say?
But Angel Reese. Oh no, she didn't just react, she erupted. If the arena had smoke detectors, they would have evacuated before the fourth quarter. Let's be real, this wasn't your typical sports rivalry. This wasn't elite athletes pushing each other to greatness. This wasn't playful trash talk. This was raw, unfiltered animosity served with a side of "I hope your laces snap mid-dribble." The glare Angel shot at Caitlin could have melted titanium, and the energy she brought? It made Godzilla vs. Kong look like a polite tea party hosted by Mr. Rogers.
We need to talk about the hard foul. Caitlin Clark fouls Angel Reese while going up for a layup. People are making a big deal out of this, and me, I'm looking at it like, look, it was just a hard foul. I don't even think it was flagrant. The only thing that was flagrant was Angel Reese's response, right? How she responded to the hard foul. And obviously you can see there's still a little hate. There's still a little hate out there, but I'm gonna say this, WNBA, lean in on this.
And here's the kicker, Reese didn't settle for a long-distance death stare. She beelined straight for Caitlin like she was auditioning for Survivor, Basketball Beef Edition. If body language had a volume knob, Angel cranked it to "I've got time today." You could practically hear the courtside commentators coughing up popcorn.